Number 24. I have a table, x and y, x being negative 2s, y 24, x is negative s, y is 21, and x is s, y is 15. The table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of y, where s is a constant. There's a linear relationship between x and y. Which of the following equations represents this relationship? This is an oddball. It just is. This is what I would classify as a puzzle problem because it's taking things you know but presenting them to you in an unusual way that you're unlikely to have seen before. So you have to get a little creative. Okay. They want us to know the linear relationship, the equation for this linear relationship. A linear relationship, we most commonly see it as y equals mx plus b. That is not the format these are in. These are in standard form, where it's x plus y equals a number, or ax plus by equals c. That's the standard form, ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are constants. We don't use it as much. So I think with this case, I think for me, the best way to do it was to put it into our slope-intercept form and then convert it into standard form to see which one of these it matches. Right, so the slope and the y-intercept. Slope is change in y over change in x, and we can do that over here with what we're given. So we can take these 2 points, any 2 points, it doesn't really matter, and I'll say change in y. So y1 minus y2, 15 minus 21, and then I go the same way over change s minus negative s. That's change in y over change in x, and I can go either direction, it's fine. Okay, so 15 minus 21 on top is negative 6, and s minus a negative, which is the same as plus a positive, is 2s. So I can simplify this because 2 goes into both negative 6 and 2. It goes into 2 one time, and it goes into negative 6 3 times. So my slope is negative 3 over s. Okay, so now I know my slope. That is negative 3 over s. Okay. All right, now on to our y-intercept. There's 2 ways you can look at this. One is sort of more intuitive, and one is more just using the math you've already learned. Both are fine. Both get you the right answer. So the way you've learned it is, once you have an equation like this, you plug in an x and a y, and then you can solve for b, your y-intercept. So I'm going to use this bottom one here, s and 15. So y equals negative 3 over s. My x is going to be s, and my y is 15. Okay, so negative 3 divided by s times s, those s's cancel out. So I get 15 equals negative 3 plus b. So it's a negative 3, a minus 3. I'm going to undo that by adding 3 to both sides. And I get that b is equal to 18. And that is my y-intercept, is 18. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. Okay, another way that you could look at this, which is equally valid, if you're looking at this chart over here, come on, there we go. If you look at this chart over here up close, I'll zoom in a bit. It is linear, but things in this chart are not going up the same. So here it goes down 3, and then it goes down 6. Wait a minute, what's going on? It goes down by an s, or goes up by an s, excuse me. Then it goes up by 2 s's. Like, what? So they're missing something. If you have negative s and positive s, what's going to be right smack dab in between them? Put any number in there. Negative 5, positive 5. Negative 100, positive 100. What's the number directly in the middle between those two, between a number and its opposite? It's 0. It's because they both have the same absolute value. They're both the same distance from 0. Any number you put in there, this is going to work. 0 is the number that's right in between there. When x is 0, what is y going to be? It's jumping 3, then it would jump 3 to the middle, and then another 3. So jumping 3 down from 21 would be 18. So when x is 0, y is 18. That's the y-intercept. That's another way to look at it. Both, again, totally valid, will get you to the same result. So now I have my equation, y equals negative 3 over s times x plus 18. But if I look over here, there are no fractions. So even if I move this over here, I still got to get rid of this fraction. So since that's being divided by s, I can multiply both sides by s. And that will get rid of this fraction. So on the left, I have s times y, sy. Then I have negative 3 over s of x. I'm distributing that. When I multiply it by s, that disappears, so it becomes negative 3x. And then plus 18 times s. Okay. Now I want the x's and the y's on the same side, so I'm going to add 3x to both sides, and I get 3x plus sy equals 18s, and that is B. Yeah, so it is a more, once you see it, once you kind of get past the s of it all, it is more just a, here's a selection of points on a line, find the slope. Now once you have the slope, use it to calculate the y-intercept. But just that s does make things a little wonky. It makes it very easy, because you can see how close they all are when you look at those over there. It makes it very easy to make a simple error in calculation and get the wrong answer on this one, so just be careful. Hey guys, the full insanely comprehensive SAT math prep course I've been promising for so long is live right now at mathwithalyssa.com. And of course, you can also still get the free 10 video course on SAT tips and tricks at mathwithalyssa.com as well. You also can now book one-on-one tutoring sessions with me. Links to how you can do that are in the description and the pinned comment below. And as always, if the video you just watched was helpful or useful in any way, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.